This is Not Worth Living, a podcast that features creatives interviewing themselves with a preset list of questions. Unlike other podcasts that feel like conversation between friends, this one aims to feel like eavesdropping on a psychiatrist's visit. Today's episode features
Danielle Chelosky. I have been putting this off for a long time because it's a lot of responsibility, like just me doing it without any deadline or anyone talking to me. Like right now, I feel like I'll probably impulsively just end this voice memo, but I'm not going to. I'm going to resist the urge. I'm going to persist through. I am a writer from New York, and I guess that's how I'm introducing myself. Let's start with the questions. So, what keeps you motivated? When it comes to writing, I don't know what keeps me motivated. I just kind of do it. I guess, like, not wanting to be depressed, probably, because writing is a way to kind of postpone the depression, because if you're in a piece, if you're in a scene that you're writing, then you don't have to be thinking about whatever is making you depressed. And so that is probably all that keeps me motivated. It also keeps me motivated when people DM me saying that they like my writing. That is definitely a bonus. It's nice to know that people are reading my stuff, because I kind of assume that no one's reading it. So that's a nice touch. What else? Maybe, with my book that's coming out, Pregaming Grief, what kept me motivated about that was that it would one day be a physical object that I could hold. It's still not, because it's printing and I'm getting really impatient because I just want to fucking hold it. But that was definitely a motivation because I think it's so cool. And with my chapbooks too, I released the chapbooks Cheat and Show Me Your Face. And a big motivation for those, like, I could have just put those short pieces of writing, like relatively short, online, but I just wanted to have something to hold because it's so cool to experience art in real life as a tangible thing as opposed to a digital thing that you look at on a screen. It's just a nice change of pace. So yeah. Would you be friends with yourself? I don't know. I think I would, but okay, I'm doing a different question. What was the first time you remember creating something intentionally? That's crazy. I remember I was in, like, what was it? Was it elementary school? I think. I don't even know what kind of age that is. But I remember I bought a notebook and I was like, I'm gonna write a book. And in the notebook, I wrote like an episode of Phineas and Ferb. And I like decorated the cover too, so it was like a real book. And I like gave it to my friend at recess, and I was like, do you want to like read it and tell me what you think? I don't think that bitch read it, honestly. I don't know. But I was being kind of annoying. Like, I wanted her to, like, I don't know if I wanted her to edit it, but I was being a little annoying about it. But I think I still have it in my closet underneath a lot of shit. I should read it. Maybe I'll read it soon. What's your latest project? So basically, right now I'm working on this novel, this literary thriller, which I started it like a year ago, but then I abandoned it because I got frustrated working on the outline for the plot, and I just spent too much time trying to work out the intricacies that I wasn't able to even write it because, like, the plot outline wasn't working out, and I just, like, it made me so fucking angry, and I just abandoned it. And then I wrote, like, a different draft for a literary thriller, and I finished that. So this is my second literary thriller project that I'm working on, but this one is, I worked out the plot outline. It makes much more sense now. So I kind of salvaged, like, last year I'd written like 20,000 words of it or something, and I kind of just reworked it lately, and now I have 45,000. And it's set in 2009 because 2009 was a crazy year for indie music. Animal Collective released Merriweather, Post Pavilion. I hope I pronounced that right. The XX released their self-titled album. Grizzly Bear released, I'm not going to pronounce that album right, but it has 2 weeks on it. Just crazy. So, like, the soundtrack, like, I mostly set it at that time just for that purpose of the soundtrack because I thought it would be cool, and it focuses on, like, these two best friends, and since their friendship is very intertwined with art, I thought it would be fucking cool if they got to grow up in this time of, like, cool music that I always hear people reminiscing about, but, like, I can't reminisce about that because in 2009 I was fucking, like, 8 years old. So this is my way of time traveling and being able to live through it. Except, you know, like, it's a literary thriller, so it gets really violent and crazy. But I'm really excited about it. I'm going to try to write like 5,000 more words, make it 50,000 words, sell it. We'll get an agent, and then the agent will sell it to Simon & Schuster for $400,000, and then I'll have a great time and I'll be rich. That's my motivation at the moment right now with this project, is to get rich because I am creating a masterpiece. Would you open up an envelope with your death date? No, that is none of my business. I have a very intense fear of death, and I think if I knew when I would die, then I would be thinking about death 24/7. You know, I always wondered why people aren't always, like, freaking out about death, because we all know we're gonna die, and everyone's just, like, chill with that, apparently. Like, we all have our jobs and go about our days, and we don't even care that we're gonna die and we don't know what happens. But I mean, now that's how I am too, because if you care, then it will ruin your experience while you're still here, so you gotta not care. And so it's none of my business when I'm gonna die. Yeah, I can't imagine answering yes to that question. Like, why would I want to know? Is there a quote or a motto that you work by? I think there's a quote by Chris Krause on my wall. It's not like a quote, it's just something she said in an interview about self-publishing and about how, you should just create your own communities to share your work with and read other people's work, and they'll read yours and share other people's work, and it's just a nice flow of energy. And it kind of inspired me to start my little blog / press / diary / cult called The Waiting Room. I was very inspired also by Philip Bess at Amphetamine Sulphate, Ira, Filthy Loot is Sick, just a bunch. Elizabeth Ellen, she started Short Flight, Long Drive, that is publishing my book, Pregaming Grief. So just people who do it themselves. That Chris Kraut quote, just really, she's so real for that. Like, it's crazy to remember that technically her book, I Love Dick, is self-published because she edits semiotext, and her ex-husband, R.I.P., am I going to pronounce his name right? I'm not sure. Sylvain Latringer. He was the founder of semiotext, I believe. But yeah, I Love Dick is a crazy influential, honestly, one of the best books and one of the books to pioneer autofiction. And that was self-published, so really, I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about self-publishing. Self-publishing is sick as fuck. And it's nice not caring about, like, who's publishing my book. Like, I want it to be a reputable name, blah, blah, blah. No. We're publishing our own fucking books, because that's fucking cool as fuck. What do you do differently from other people? It's a hard one. Like, I don't know what other people do. Okay. What would you like your epitaph to say? I don't want one. Just like I don't have any tattoos, like I'll just spiral trying to think of something. Like, I can't pick. I can't. Like, I'm sure I'll hear something and I'll be like, that could be my epitaph, but I'm not sure that I've experienced that. And if I did, I didn't write it down, which means I didn't care enough. So, yeah. Okay. That may be. Did I do it? I may have done it. How long has it been? Only 13 minutes. Should I say more? Would I be friends with myself? Yes, I would. Honestly, I would smoke cigarettes with me and listen to good music with myself. If money was no object, what would be your dream project? Oh, God. No, I can't. I don't know. Money is no object. And the book I'm writing right now is my dream project. No, I'm just saying that because I can't think. I don't know, it would probably involve a lot of, I don't know. I'm not good at this. Okay. Thank you for listening. Pregaming Grief arrives mid-March, so mark your calendars. In the meantime, there are t-shirts available. Thank you.